Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm very excited about today's video. This is something really cool and totally unexpected that I did not plan on, but I'm very excited to review it. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you to my friend Graham that got this for me. I did not expect it and it was super nice and I'm really excited. So we went to Morphe, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is not like a new product. I just live under a rock sometimes and I had no idea that it even existed, but I saw it in the store and I was like, ooh. So yeah, anyway, so I got the Lisa Frank Morphe collab palette. So there's different varieties with like different animals on the front, but I think it's the same palette. I don't know. So this retails for $30. I think it's like super cute. Side note, when we went to Morphe, I think when you bought a palette or something, you got the eye primer like discounted, so we got the eye primer. I have not used an eye primer literally in years. I always just use concealer because it's like, for me, it's like the same thing, but maybe, you know, it's different. I don't know. We're gonna try it and hopefully it's good. Okay, so here she is, backwards. Here she is. I love the packaging, obviously. Like, that's the big call here, right? Is Lisa Frank. Total childhood right here. Anywho, so this side over here has a big mirror. It's a heart-shaped mirror, very cute. And then we have the actual colors. So there are 35 shades, very exciting. I love the color variety. I have no clue what I'm gonna do today. We're just gonna jump in. Maybe we'll do another rainbow look. I don't know. We have the rainbow here to do it. Yeah, super exciting. So since we're dedicating this whole video to this wonderful palette, I will be swatching everything and we'll see how they look. I love the mirror over here. It's super cute. It says, "Color your world. It was a magical day when Morphe met the rainbows and whimsy of Lisa Frank's fantastic world. From bright bursts of blue to the perfect pop of pink, every shade of your imagination is in this palette. Let your most vibrant dreams come true." I love looking at it. I don't even want to touch it. But we're gonna touch it. Don't worry. We're gonna jump right in. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of interesting to hold. It's an interesting shape, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my best. These all have names. The one thing I'll say, it's kind of hard to read them because it's a really, like, you can't even tell on here, but they have names on there. I swatched them. They're pretty good. The first shade is Blanca, the white, obviously. I love how so far all of them are so creamy to the touch. They're not too dry or chalky so far. The next shade is Princess Pearls, and that one's really close to my skin tone, so you can't really see it that well, but it's there. We have Rory is number 3. Then we have Casey and Camus. Then the last one we have is Sunflower, which is this matte yellow right here in the corner. I honestly wish that the words were easier to read because I literally have to take a second to be like, what does that say? So the font color is very difficult. Anyway, we're gonna keep on rolling, do our best. Okay, so I literally had to stop and write everything down because I just cannot read it on the palette. The names are so hard to see. I'm not even kidding. All right, so keeping the motion rolling words, we have this pink right there, and that's his first pink right there called Playtime Kitten. Then we have Marky, Balloon Buddies, Elephant John. Balloon Buddies is really pretty, by the way. It's that like matte corally color. Then we have Elephant John, Sasha, and Shanty, excuse me. So those are the first 2 rows. So far, like I said, everything feels really creamy and I like it. And hopefully that continues. I'm trying to think in my mind what kind of look I want to do, so we'll see. These next 2 rows knocked my socks off. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They're really good. For the most part, I'm shook. Okay. So the next 2 rows, we start with Ballerina Bunnies, which is at first, oh, it's so pretty, that metallic shade. Then we have Priscilla, which is the next one, literally Persilla, Oh, my contact moved. Then we have Rainbow Chaser, which is the 3rd shade down. Then we have Buzz, which is that red, pretty good red. Then we have Hunter, which is that orange shade after that. So literally this palette has a lot of cool colors, okay? Anyway, moving on from that, the next row we start with right there. We have Dashly, then we have Rainbow Majesty, and Rainbow Majesty is beautiful. It is definitely majestic. Then we have Lollipop, which is the 3rd shade down. And then we have Puppy Love, which is that beautiful magenta color. And then the last one we have is Roxy and Roly. So that one is okay, but the other colors on here, like, they look really cool. I will say, be warned, these colors do stain. I've cleaned my arm with an oil cleanser and it's still stained, so you know, but they're really pigmented, so it makes sense. Okay, so we're just gonna keep it moving as well as I possibly can. This is a lot to cover, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and start going to the green, teal, purpley colors. To start, we have Peekaboo, which is this lime green, super fun. Then we have Zoomer and Zorbit, which is the 2nd color. Dancing Dolphins. Then we have Saturn Sunday. And then Forest is really pretty. I think that's the one I swatched in store. It's harder to formulate darker colors, but not one of these colors has felt like chalky to the touch, so I like that. And I did notice also that some of the kind of metallic shades have glitter in them. Not all of them, but some of them do. So that's something also to note. Anyway, so the next row starts with Miss Galaxy, that like teal color right there, super cool. Then we have Prancing Unis, of course, unicorns. And these are all matte, by the way, these following colors except for the last one. Then we have Violet and Velvet, which is that next like bright purple. Then we have Sky. And then the last one is Hollywood Bear. And I'm confused as to what kind of color this is. It's just kind of like a brown, like cool toned brown. I don't really know how to describe it besides brown. It's just an interesting kind of brown. Okay. Alright, to finish off this really fun palette, let's do the blues. So this one was not super impressive except for the 3rd color. But like I said, usually those colors are kind of hard to do anyway. The first one we have is Tikani? I'm not really sure. And it's fine. It's fine, I guess. The next one is Angel Kitty. The 3rd one, Spotty and Dotty. As soon as I swatched that, I was like, yes. The next one is Panda Painter, and it's like that dark navy. And then the last one is Max Splash, which is just black. An okay row, not one of the best ones. Okay, so that palette is so full of ideas, colors, color schemes. I literally, you know when you have too many options that you can't even think of anything? That's me right now. So I'm gonna try to brainstorm a little bit, see if I want to go with the kind of sunset packaging kind of deal, or maybe the rainbow deal, peacock kind of look, blue. I don't know. There's too many options. I don't know what to do. So stay tuned. We'll see. I sat and pondered for about 45 minutes, honestly, for a very long time, trying to figure out what the heck do I want to do. I wanted to do rainbow kind of, I got blue suggestions, just a bunch of different ideas, but you know, my heart wants to do kind of like a peacock color scheme. Is that weird? Is that like 2016? I don't know, but we're gonna do it. And I saw a picture on Pinterest, which I'm gonna try to recreate. I'll probably insert it somewhere here. I have no idea who the girl is, but it just seems fun, so that's what I'm gonna do, okay? And I have all the colors at my disposal in this one palette, which is also pretty fun. Okay, so like 2 hours later, literally, I have finished. I think I did a pretty good job because I've never done something like this before. So pat on the back for myself. Always make sure to pat yourself on the back when you do something fun and new and different and you feel semi-successful, which I feel semi-successful. I forgot to film this, but under my eye the purple is Roxy and Roly, and then on the inner corner I have Peekaboo and Rory. Peekaboo's the lime green, then Rory a little bit on top just to tone it down just a little bit. I think this looks really cool and colorful. And I also topped off my lips with the Buxom Full Force Fly Girl lipstick. I think I have a video on this. This is like 90s themed, so you know, Lisa Frank, you know. Anyway, it was just a little bit of a throwback, plus I just love this nude. Thoughts on the eye primer. I think that the colors would have been a little bit more vibrant had I used my normal Conceal and Define concealer, because it's like really pale, and so it really makes the colors pop. However, I find that this primer is fine. I mean, I'll definitely keep using it because it's an eye primer. There's not really much wrong with it. I think that it didn't hold on to things weird. I always have this little patch in this eye, which is why I'm careful using dark colors like these, because this little patch likes to hold on to colors and I don't really know what to do about it, so I just kind of ignore it and pretend like it's fine. But the primer worked pretty well. I liked it. Like I said, I'm going to keep using it. I'll go ahead and give it a 9.5 out of 10 just because I think that mine would have just made the colors more vibrant. But I hope that this primer makes my eyelids stay on par all day, because my eyelids do get a little greasy later in the day. Anyway, so now for this big boy of a palette, this beautiful, colorful, fantastical palette. I really liked it. All the colors were pretty easy to work with. I used a lot of the blues and greens, which I mentioned that they weren't like the best matte colors. They were a little bit just not as strong contenders as some of the other colors in the palette, like up in the kind of red zone. These are really good, but these colors are always hard to formulate anyway, so it's not, it happens, you know. So those were really the only ones that I was kind of like, you know, getting down darker into the blue and purpley colors. But other than that, I really liked it. I think I really like this eye look. When I was first putting it on, I'm like, oh, this is gonna look weird. I don't like this. And I really was so close to wiping it off, but I was like, you know what? Trust the process, put everything else on, and maybe you'll like it more. And I do like it a little bit more. Gwynnie's playing with the door stopper thingy. Anyway, yeah, so I think that it turned out pretty cool. Again, for my first time doing something like this, I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm wearing sweatpants though, so it's a little bit of an intense juxtaposition between my face and my clothing, but that's fine. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and give this palette a 9 out of 10. The point off is just because of like the little bit patchiness in the darker colors, but besides that, I really like it and I'm totally gonna use it again. And moreover, like, it's freaking Lisa Frank, okay? It's cute. Like, that's probably the most of the appeal for this, is just the cuteness and the rainbow fluffy like coolness, you know. Anyway, I got a little excited with that one. I do really like this palette. I love the mirror. It's so freaking cute. Like, no one told them to put a heart-shaped mirror. I don't know why, but that really speaks to me. Anyway, so I just realized I have foundation in my hair. I'm just falling apart today. Who cares? It's fine. It's been there. It's gonna stay there. Anyway, so thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment. Whatever you feel like doing, I always appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next video.